breasts. My favorite picture of my mother has her lifting me into one of those kiddie carnival rides. She is totally focused on me. All male eyes are totally focused on her sweater. 3rd grade, I needed my first bra. A 5th grade girl at the same school came up to me on the playground and said, "You know why your mother bought you a bra? So you'll grow up fast and leave." After that, I mostly walked around hunched over with my arms crossed in front of me, not running on the playground. Food helped. As a fat freshman in high school, no one really noticed my breasts. They were just a part of my overall doughy, frumpy self. But that summer, my mother and I went on Weight Watchers, and I lost a lot of weight. 2 weeks into my sophomore year, a group of my friends and I were sitting around talking. My male friend in the group was unusually quiet, as the rest of us went on and on about those things that consume high school sophomores. After about 20 minutes, I noticed he hadn't actually said anything at all. In fact, he appeared to be entirely mesmerized by a small rose button at the V of my sweater. I looked at him directly and said, "So what did you do this summer, Pat?" It was as if he hadn't heard me. There was silence as all the girls looked at him. Finally, without ever taking his eyes off that rose button, he comes out with, "Books. Read books." It was an unusual dearth of words for a young man who really did read books and usually spoke in complete sentences. It wasn't until after the bell rang, midway through world history, that I realized what it was that had rendered my usually loquacious friend so utterly speechless. It was my breasts. It was my 34 double D breasts that had emerged from the receding fat the previous summer. I was suddenly filled with a sense of unimaginable power. And scared beyond words myself. My chest hasn't only affected my relationships with men. In my first job out of college, a female, smaller-chested colleague of mine said to me, "Before I met you, I actually believed what they said. You know, that there's an inverse relationship between breast size and intelligence." You would think after all that I would hate my breasts. But I don't. I love them. Therapy helped. And one particularly wonderful lover who was not rendered speechless by them, but was in fact inspired to poetic heights. I do love them. I was genetically destined for large breasts. They are part of my family history. Thanks, Mom.